Hello, welcome to Healing Fire. I am Judy. Thank you so much for joining me and being a part of this community. Please, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel and like the video. If you think that any of the content that I have might be beneficial to somebody else, please share it with them and encourage them to subscribe as well. It just helps the channel grow, and I appreciate you all so much. As always, everything in this video is for entertainment and spiritual purposes only, and allegedly. Big day, lots of information, several videos being being done. So I've already done a video on Israel and Iran. Apparently there are dozens of warplanes that are in transit to the Middle East as we speak. That this is, it's a full-blown posture, essentially. So we can't go to war without Congress, but we can be a presence, and we can take, I don't know, police action or support action or things like that, which is, what was Vietnam? It was a police action. It wasn't a war, right? So, there are tankers are being sent, combat escorts are being sent, surveillance, in various forms are being sent. I imagine drones, etc. They're moving in coordinated lanes, so there's movement. There is movement. So just wanted to put that out there. I've already read on that today and given information on that today. I don't think it's going to go well for F45, and there's reasons, for why he's doing this. I invite you to visit previous videos that I've put out today here. So anyway, also did want to make note, the Federal Appeals Court is today considered deployment of the National Guard in California. They heard that case. It's to decide what they want to do about it. They didn't make a decision today yet, though, but they did hear the case. So hopefully by the end of the week, I believe they mentioned Thursday was a possibility, or Thursday was going to be another case surrounding it somehow. I'm not sure. I watched on PBS, I watched the case, and I watched them argue the case. So, but hopefully by the end of the week, we'll hear something on that. Also, Mike Lindell, Pillow Guy, lost his defamation case for the voting machines and has to pay $2.3 million. Has anybody figured out yet that aligning themselves with F45 does not work out well? Like, you don't get your money, you get jail time. He's not there for you. Why do people keep attaching themselves to this lunatic? I don't get it. I really honestly don't get it. It's just way too simple. Minded. FEMA, on the other hand, F45 has declared that he's going to phase out FEMA after this coming hurricane season. Why wait, man? You think there's not going to be another hurricane season? Curious. Unless he really believes he's not going to be around for the next one to hear the backlash. Yeah. North Carolina keeps wanting more recovery assistance, and it's been denied from Tropical Storm Helene, I believe. But yeah, I remember during the election cycle, a lot of people were, oh, we don't get anything from FEMA anyway. They don't do anything anyway, because that's the BS that the F45 was putting out. And now they're clamoring and upset because FEMA's going away. Well, they should be upset that it's going away, but all of a sudden it's important. Yeah. when that was one of the arguments during the campaign is, well, they don't do anything anyway. Like, they're just parrots. They drink whatever Kool-Aid that, you know, they just open up, douse it down. There we go. Just don't get it. So with that being said, what's going to happen with FEMA being phased out and not helping? It'll still be there this season is my understanding, but the help is going to be considerably diminished. So what's gonna happen with that? And I've already done videos on you know, people versus Mother Nature, and that our storm season this year is going to be very spicy. Tornadoes, floods, windstorms, hurricanes, earthquakes, volcanoes, like, you know, Mother Nature's a little torqued right now. Don't blame her. We are a virus. She's trying to get rid of us. Can't say I blame her. You know, even throwing viruses back at us doesn't seem to solve the problem entirely. So she's getting cranky. I don't blame her. I don't blame her a bit. But what's going to happen with the FEMA cuts and elimination? So sorry for the little sunlight glares. I have my window in front of me, and it's that time of day. The sun is shining through my blinds. So you get to here. There you go. My third eye. I'll scooch over, maybe. I don't know. Anywho, let's read on FEMA and what's going to happen with all of that, with the cutbacks and elimination. How are the people going to fare? All right. What's going to happen? All right, let's see what we got. Make my facial expressions as I unfold the surprise. It never ceases to amaze me that the cruelty. I know cruelty is the point with these people, but there he is again. Interesting. Okay, we'll get to that in a minute. Am I gonna, here, this light on my face is bugging me. I'm gonna scooch over. All right. He who wants to be king is it's all about money, as usual. He's trying to direct everything about money, and you know, the more resources that go to the people, the fewer financial resources for the billionaires. So, and that's what it's about. And they don't care. They could not care less. They are sleeping cozy. Not even swords are hanging on the wall. They don't care. They really do not. They are snoozing peacefully. People can get completely destroyed or die. They do not care. This is our current regime. Foundation. Again, the treason card comes out. He is working against the people in every possible way. Some of it is revenge, especially to blue states. Although what kills me is the red states are going to be mostly affected with the loss of FEMA and with all of these budget cuts. But he doesn't care because he knows he's not going to be around much longer, and he doesn't have to worry about another election. He does not care. Going away all his little minions that are trying to wield their power and have no idea what they're doing. This is a good sign because it means they're going away. Meanwhile, actually, this is looking good. So keep in mind, this is the core. You got he who shall not be named, trying to just take more and more and more money. Doesn't care about the people at all, clearly. But they're in the past now. All his little minions, their talking heads, are going away. And crowning this are opportunities ahead. This keeps coming up. Like almost every reading, there's opportunities ahead. So, and using your intuition also. So crowning this, they're going to go away, and Spirit's going to make sure that they go away. Coming in the future, again, battle-torn. Battle-torn will survive, but it's going to be rough, man, because, I mean, every year hurricanes get worse. Every year tornadoes get worse. Every year the storms get worse. The earthquakes are getting worse. The volcanoes are getting worse. Everything is getting worse. The pressure we're putting on our planet is horrific, and she's fighting back. And when resources to help us survive these things are being cut back or eliminated, it's causing a lot of devastation. You know, you may want to rebuild, but with what? The forest fires might come and take you out, and you can't afford to because homeowners insurance isn't available. Or it doesn't cover floods, or it doesn't cover acts of God, hurricanes, tornadoes, fires. And so what are you going to rebuild with? We're going to end up with a lot of just land. Vacant land, which I also think is part of the point, which is the same reason why he wants to take the national parks away. It is the point. Because what happens when you have dead and vacant land? Well, developers come in and get to take the land and build on it. The ones that have the money, the billionaires getting the tax cuts and making even more money, they get to come in and build. What they're forgetting is that you can build businesses and apartment buildings and all these things, but if the people can't afford them, why would they participate? You have to have the people to have an economy. It can't be so lopsided that it's all oligarchs and the people are dead. That does not put forth an economy. They have to have us, and they've forgotten this. Or they think there's so many of us, it won't matter. They look at us like we're a bunch of fleas and parasites. Internally, this is the whistleblower card, but this isn't really in a whistleblower position. This is more us, the people, trying to, we see all these truths going on, but we can't do anything about it. We're just a page. We are not government officials in charge. We are not government officials that can stand up against injustice or legal actions or stop funding for wars or things like that. We can protest and put some fear into the politicians, but this is the people standing up, knowing that the only power we have is our voice and our vote. External influence. There's a lot of deception going on. So a lot of secrets, deception. There's some things going on. Hidden truths. Yeah. This is the make the people feel like they're in control, but they're not. Make the crab feel like he gets to wander the ocean, but he's chained. Make the dog feel like he's a wild wolf, but he's still a tamed dog. Make the moon seem like it's floating free in the air, in the sky, but it's not. It's contained in this globe. Show them the creation of fire. Just don't let them know that water is nearby and we can smoke them out. This is the external influence right now. The smoke and mirrors. Hopes and fears. Mother Earth. Respect her. She can help you thrive or she could take you out. Hope is there will be new birth. There will be new future coming forth. And that we'll be able to heal, that the earth will be able to heal from this in time, hopefully. Not in any of our lifetimes, but that she'll be able to heal. The fear is she's going to take us out first. And also that he who shall not be named and his entire regime are going to let us be taken out without any assistance whatsoever. However, once again, final outcome is the King of Swords. This keeps showing up. There is a leader. It's either, I feel like it's a leader, but it's also he, and I feel it's a he, is a part of a collective of leaders, like a group of them they're going to be the final outcome that puts everything back to where it should be. There is a strong, intelligent, good speaker, leader that's coming forth for us. And this is our future, that it's going to, as long as F45 and the regime is around, it's going to suck. But as soon as they're gone, we'll work to reestablish these things and get people the support that they need to survive. And then hopefully, after we heal and rebuild a bit, begin to thrive again. Right? I don't know who this is. I'm dying to know who this is. But it's happening. But for now, this needs to come first. This needs to come first. Yep. And then we'll get back on track because the budget wipes out any earth-friendly resources and funding, right? It's wiping out solar, wiping out wind. It's wiping out any earth-friendly resources. The budget is right now, if this passes. Once he's gone, we'll get back on track. It's just going to take a minute. But that's what we're looking at. So for all of you who are in areas that will be impacted, please, one, consider moving if it's at all possible. Two, work together for resources. Like put together like communities of resources, right? So start storing food, start storing water, start storing seeds that you can plant later, start storing these things so you have That's my dog Bear sneezing. start start gathering your community, that when things are devastated, you have resources for after, right? Because as a community is how we're going to survive. So get to know what your resources are in your community. So, okay, that's it for now. Thank you. Please like, share, subscribe, again, for entertainment and spiritual purposes only. And we'll talk to y'all soon. Take care.